Let's bring on the next guest. Hello.
Hello.
You're live on it. Hello.
Hello?
Oh,
Hello.
there you are.
Alright, so I guess we're all here now, huh?
I guess so, right? What you got on? What you got on tap for us? What did you call in to talk about?
I mean, I guess on Twitter I recently came out against Keffels about something.
Okay. What about?
I mean, you know, it was just kind of like she decided to burn the bridge with me, and it's like, hey, I have no loyalties, so why not?
What happened?
I kind of just revealed that she lied about the part where she did not condone harassment. I mean, I showed that she clearly did encourage that type of stuff.
Can
As
you
far as
elaborate? Can you be more specific? Like this is very vague. So let me ask you directly, okay? So you're saying you burned the bridge with Keffels because she lied. What did she lie
she didn't
about
lie. I mean,
specifically?
well, it wasn't because she lied. It's because she kind of just kicked me to the curb, and I have no excuse to cover. No, she, you know, wanted. I asked her if she wanted me to, you know, go troll no comment chick on her live stream, and I'm like, and she's like, yeah. And of course, and
Like
it was a
what does that
screenshot I
mean,
haven't even.
troll? Like did you ask anything specific? Like what was the plan?
Well, I mean, a screenshot that I did actually send to no comment chick's editor. I thought I didn't send it to you, but I basically was gonna go on and cam up and throw my tits out on stream.
Oh, to try to get her deplatformed?
Yep.
Oh.
I mean,
So like
I mean,
actual like bad stuff to other and Keffels was aware that you were gonna go to that extreme?
yeah.
Okay, so Keffel's a bad person. Wow, that's like so shocking.
Well, I mean,
Sorry,
how
sorry.
bad? I mean,
I'm not trying to say what you're saying is not interesting, but like, yeah, she's a bad person. Thank you for
yeah,
the additive stuff. Hmm.
yeah. But I mean, it's just more to the pile, I guess.
Yeah. So like, were
I
you
mean,
friends with her?
we were friends for a few months. Of course, I mean, there was like this because it was like basically a two-post thread because I didn't want to reveal all my cards, clearly. And Rose Malay under the second part of it, retweeted and over Keppel's calling her the Arthur, which is like no shocker. She does that to everybody, right?
Wait, the tarred one?
Yeah.
That's not a slur. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how Twitch is. I mean, I'm new to, the uh speaking on Twitch, you know what I'm saying? On YouTube it's just like, someone in my chat, drops the N-word. I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, don't
After
do
you,
that here. Please.
you know what I mean?
No, I get you. I guess let me try this, right? So is this the only thing that Keffels asked you to do? First of all, did Keffels ask you to do this, or did you suggest it to Keffels and she said okay?
I mean, it was something I brought up and she okayed. So it
Okay.
was more me who was on,
Did
Were
you
you
see
doing
her?
it?
Oh, go
Sorry,
on.
go ahead. Well, I was just wondering, like, were you doing it to try to please her, or like, you just don't like no comment chick?
I mean, I guess it was to make her happy, I guess, at the time, yeah.
Did this happen, like, was this the only incident? Do you know of other incidents where people approach Keffels saying, I want to try to get this person deplatformed, so I'm going to do X, Y, or Z to get them deplatformed. Can I do it? Do you have my blessing? And that Keffels said yes to? Or is this the only one you know of?
This is the only one I know of because I don't know. I'm guessing she has some type of whatever change of heart or whatever, I guess, after getting out of rehab. I'm assuming. Because the thing that, Keffels I actually fell out for was one of her moderators, I guess, banned me on YouTube out of spite or something, and I was trying to like get that like undone. Like it was just like the most dumb petty thing to kind of like throw to fall out over. You would seem in
Portland
context
is.
of
Oh, just real quick. Portland
context
is
of
burning. Thank you for the gift sub, gang. Give me money. Okay, carry on.
so it was just like I don't know. I'm guessing out of rehab, she wants to like clean up her image and clean up everything she's doing. I'm guessing.
Mm.
But she did this after rehab?
Yes, after rehab, her and I fell out. I mean, her and I fell out just yesterday, so it's just like
Oh,
okay.
No,
so
I'm not.
she's
Not.
not trying to be a good person.
No. To be clear, when you suggested this, was this after rehab? When you
No,
suggested
no, no.
getting.
This was back when she was deep on cocaine. So I guess
Okay, so
Oh, okay.
that's kind of what I wanted to know. So someone's asking me to ask you if you're the doll person.
yes, the same person.
Okay, what's that about? Can you give us a kind of TLDR? I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, I mean, I guess as a female masker, wearing silicone mask as a face, and basically, I look like Mr. Girl's girlfriend.
Oh, fair
You
enough.
know what I'm saying?
Okay, I mean, sure.
Is
I
that
guess to
like
put it in
autogonophilia? Like you like to dress up like a woman for sexual gratification?
well, I guess it's deeper than that because I swerve most guys who like come at me on dating sites. I swerve all of them, in fact.
Sorry, I don't know what that means. Swerve? Like you just say no?
Yeah, I say no.
Wait, but that's not what I was asking. Like autogonophilia is like you just get aroused by feeling like you are like dressed up like this or
Well, I mean, it doesn't like. I mean, I don't like get aroused. I mean, it's just like something I'll enjoy.
how come? Why do you like dressing up like a woman?
Well, I mean, it's just like I mean, I came up in a household that I would literally get dragged by a truck and hung by a tree if I came out as trans. I would have been murdered. So it was just like,
Right. Or do you think you're free now in your circumstances to be trans?
I'm in Texas. Look at the news.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't mean to press you on this too much. It's
Yeah.
just a question in chat.
Yeah, I
I
mean, if I
guess.
was in a blue state, I mean, goddamn, I would be like
Well,
doing the like normal thing,
yeah. Let me ask you this then. Do you think that do you find that the online community is respectful or inclusive towards you? Like you said, you fall out with the Keffels community, right? Was it just Keffels herself, or was it her community as a whole?
I mean, like anytime you're in any community, some people are gonna like you, some people are not. So
Sure.
I mean, it's just like, I mean, those, and there's overlap with other communities. I mean, like, so I have friends who are still a part of that, community in other communities because
Oh,
I'm still a moderator of DPS, um, Leftyville, and there's people from there over there as well.
okay. Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to share with the class? Anything else you wanted to talk about?
I mean, I guess there was something you were going to ask me about as far as like that I've already talked about on Stardust, but I mean,
So yeah, tell us about that if you'd like. Like apparently, so okay, just for the audience, this individual DM'd me screenshots of payments from a corporation or an individual, I forget which. You could clarify in your statement here. Of someone paying you to spread disinformation on trans issues.
Ooh.
no. It was not
Was it
that at
not?
all. No.
Okay, then that's why I'm asking. Clarify for us, please.
It was basically uh leftier than now content that purposely makes people not want to vote. so that the Republicans would actually
So
have
voting suppression, basically.
Basically, yes, that's basically it.
Who paid you?
It was an outfit known as it was an LLC, Texas Caregiver Support Network, which is basically kind of like a tax shelter type of deal for a guy named Brian Mertz.
So a tax shelter run by a man named by the name of Brian Mertz, you allege, paid you in order to spread voter suppression information among leftist spaces. Is that correct?
I mean, it was information to essentially blackpill into like voting suppression. Yes.
Okay. How much did they pay you?
I was paid $400 a month.
For how long?
I mean, this was going on for a long, long time. I mean, because I was originally more right leaning before I tried to come out, as trans, and I was, got shat on back then, and like hard because it's like
Mm-hmm.
it pretty much got canceled by a bunch of rightoids.
So what made you decide to come clean, like, and give up $400 a month in order to expose Brian Mertz, right?
Well, I mean, I was let go basically.
Oh, so they fired you? Okay.
Yep.
Why did they fire you?
Basically, you couldn't afford it anymore. I mean, I'm just like, well, you could have sent me like 3 months payment and had me sign a non-disclosure agreement, and this wouldn't be going on, right? I could figure out what I'm going to do with 3 months pay.
I suppose. Okay.
And to be honest, like before, in between, last night in between, talking to you and finally coming on, I kind of messaged Keppels on her second account. And I'm like, hey, if you would have just had me sign an NDA and send me hush money, I wouldn't have done that. I would have kept.
So you blackmailed Keppels?
Yeah.
I didn't blackmail. I've already did it. Blackmail is meaning I say, hey, if you do this, I won't. If I do it, if I think we'll talk, then it isn't blackmail legally.
Okay, you went to Keppels and you said, I won't say this if you give me hush
No,
money.
I already did it. I'm just saying, hey, this could have been avoided if.
Okay, fair enough. No, I understand. Okay, yeah, wow, okay. So I don't know what else to ask, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying that people are having me do fuck shit that make and it's like, if you want me to keep that shit secret, I can. That option is available.
Oh, fair enough,
so your
gang.
loyalty can be bought. You're letting everyone know. Okay.
How much do you charge for loyalty?
I mean, to be honest, for Keppels, it probably would have just been like $100.
$100,
which is nothing to her,
Fair enough, gang. Okay, well, now you know. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate you sharing your story with us. But for now,
so first up, we're going to do an interview with Comrade Rose X. She essentially came to me saying that she basically wants to do an interview about propaganda. Essentially, she came to me on Twitter. She sent me a message and said that she'd been paid like $400 a month by somebody to convince leftists to not vote. Which sounds like a really interesting thing to me. She provided some receipts. So So I think that's super interesting. So we'll go through that today. Okay, let's see. We're in here. Hello? Hello?
Oh, hey, sorry, I was just like told someone was threatening me just
Oh
now.
no.
Shit.
Are
So
you okay? Do you still want to do this, or do you need
yeah,
some
yeah.
time?
I
Okay.
can do it. I'll handle it later.
Oh, what are they threatening you in regards to this, or?
No, I don't know what it is. I mean, I just got like alerted. I don't know what the context is at all.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I apologize for that. So, I guess we can just start from the beginning. Give me a second here. Uh,
I don't know.
okay.
Someone threatening to go to Houston. I don't know what the context even is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No problem. Sorry that you're getting threatened. Just
I recognize the
one.
guy in the profile picture, so I don't know if that's even really him. I mean, that would be kind of a stupid thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're kind of like you kind of get threatened a lot, it seems like. It seems like every other week. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like I don't know. It seemed like kind of like a Z-list version of Capitals, I guess, if you want to like think about it like that.
Hmm.
Oh. Yeah, except nobody gives a fuck. But hey, it's whatever.
Sorry. I'm sorry about that. So, like, I guess what happened that made you want to talk about this?
Well, I mean, I was kind of like let go from the hustle that I was actually not even happy about doing anymore. It was just I needed the money.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I
how
was
did
kind of
this
going
like
through the motions.
sorry, what did you
Oh,
say?
sorry. I was just going through the motions at this point.
Yeah. So like I guess how did you first get approached by this or by with this offer?
I mean, I was part of more of a right-leaning community. I guess it was more like entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
like some politics, but like I still wasn't like open about who I was and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. And I was offered to make content, sponsored by this outfit, Texas Caregiver Network, for 100 a month back in
Mm-hmm.
September 2020.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
I got like a couple raises to where I was at $400 before being let go. And I guess like this month, so it's just like, well, you know what? I have no reason to stay quiet. I, did some bad. I guess I was sort of doing wrong in a way, knowingly.
Well,
You
I
know,
mean, I
black
mean,
propaganda.
yeah. So,
You know,
okay.
black
Yeah.
filling lefties into like not wanting to vote.
Yeah. I guess
That's
how did it like all start essentially? Like you were part of a more right-leaning community. Somebody approached you and said that you should like make like content that convinces people to not vote. Is that essentially what happened?
no. I mean, I was more openly right wing back in 2020. I was still male presenting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just that when I came out as trans and was actually kind of like rethinking my own views in the process.
Uh-huh.
It was kind of like decompromise, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So did they approach you before or after you started transitioning?
Before.
Before. Okay. Um and I guess like you gave me like screenshots essentially of this person
And I
and you
sent links.
talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
And links of this person talking to you about payment and things like that, and you sent screenshots of those payments as well. And let me see if I can pull that up. So approximately like how many months were you paid to do this?
I guess it would have been a full 3 years if I would have got paid through
Yeah.
September this year.
Yeah. Oh wow, 3
Well, I guess
years.
2.5. So it's like 2.5 years. I mean, September
Wow.
2020 is when it started.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So yeah, it starts here. Or this is the most recent one, the final one. And it's from Texas Caregiver Support Services. What is
Yeah.
Texas Caregiver Support Services?
I mean, to be straight up, it's an LLC that's basically kind of like a tax shelter for this guy. He, does a lot of crypto investments and precious metals sales and all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess there's like a tax write-off involved when you
Mm-hmm.
I guess entertainment expenses and I guess other stuff. I don't know. I mean, I'm not an accountant, so I mean,
Yeah. Okay. So in this message here it says, I talked to Blank about his YouTube problem. I know how easy it is to slide into Twitch poll. Gave him leads on how to get there. Then it looks like you linked a YouTube link, and then it said, Blank definitely needs to take notes here. Suing for $3 billion, swinging at the heavyweights. And then this person who's been paying you says, hello, I regret to tell you that this month is the last month. I can send you $400. I'm running out of cash, and I need any future income to pay my own bills. So for about 2.5 years, you were, I guess, making propaganda. What platform were you making propaganda on?
well, I mean, like, I guess I have backups from the older channels that I deleted, and my largest one was 2000, like the Rake back in the day. But I mean, like,
was it
Odyssey
on
and whatnot.
YouTube or Odyssey? Okay.
Yeah, it was on YouTube. Yeah, it was on YouTube at one point. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've deleted it.
Okay. Yeah. And so you had like 2K followers on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Before I made this channel was made like last year. Comrade Rose X.
Okay. And I guess Blake the Rake, it was the name of the channel. Okay. What kind of stuff would you say to like black pill people on voting?
I mean, well, Blake the Rake was more openly right wing, so I mean, it was mostly comedy, right? But it was definitely, to the right leaning, in messaging overall. Like less serious in tone.
Yeah. But you said specifically that you made like content to black pill like lefties on voting. Like what kind of stuff would you say to black pill
well, I mean,
lefties?
basically kind of like the tanky voting is pointless, yada 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 line,
Yeah. Okay.
And Biden bad, Ukraine bad, that kind of shit.
Okay. Somebody in the chat says he had a bit where he would clown on this bald loser named Eli. I miss Blake the Rake. It looks like you have a couple of fans in the chat actually. Who is Eli?
I mean, I don't know. He was like kind of like an arch nemesis of Brian Mertz of Texas Caregiver. I don't know. He kind of like ran afoul of a couple creators somehow, like before I even got involved, right? And it's just like, I mean, they both have their own sides of the story because Elias Mellis did threaten the sue. And I mean, like, from what I can gather, it's probably truth meets in the middle of both their claims. If I want to be honest, I mean, it wasn't like how Eli thinks it was, like paid quid pro quo to go at him, but Brian Mertz was entertained by it. If that's any,
do you have any
whatever?
Do you have any screenshots of like this Brian person explicitly asking you to make propaganda?
I mean, I tried to actually go through my Facebook Messenger and and try to like go search through messages,
Yeah.
with specific words, and it wasn't coming up.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
I tried to do that this afternoon, and it wasn't happening. So I just like,
Yeah. Okay.
tried to put words like Democrat and election and stuff like that, to try to like zero in on it, that shit, because the election happened, the midterms was last year, for fuck's sakes,
Yeah. Okay. So this Brian person tried paying hush money. Well,
it wasn't even hush money. I mean,
Yeah.
if he would have gave me a non-disclosure 3 months down, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be here, right?
Yeah.
I'd be like, cool. I can kind of like take my money and figure out what I'm going to do next.
Yeah.
He didn't even give me hush money. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm free to. Anyways, I kind of want to now, clear my conscience.
Yeah.
I mean, I was putting out crap I wasn't even really believing in.
Yeah.
Being a grifter. I mean, I'm owning up to it and taking accountability and moving on forward. I'm surprised my sub count didn't like drop to like 20, 30 max. I mean, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
I guess forgiving people. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess like it's interesting that you are bringing all this out and stuff. But yeah, if you're able to find the messages of them like explicitly at some point asking you to make that kind of stuff, I think that would probably help your case a whole lot. But yeah, definitely can see like that they were paying you for something for sure. So yeah.
Well, I mean, why would you give a tiny irrelevant channel like $400 a month? So
yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. The definitely see the receipts, for at least the money.
You see the kind of guy he is on Facebook. So I mean, like, very far right leaning guy.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody in the chat says he paid off others that knew about Brian's other relationships with men while married to a woman. What is that about?
I do not like. This is the first I'm hearing about. I mean, I've heard similar stuff, but I can't confirm that. That's just rumor.
Yeah. Okay.
I know nothing about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I can only tell what I actually experienced and seen firsthand.
Yeah. So I guess what would you want to say? Like what would you want to say? I guess coming onto a platform like this about what you did.
I mean, you mean like what I like the process of me doing what I do, or like?
I guess like what is your goal for coming and saying this stuff?
Well, I mean, really just to kind of like clean my conscience, I guess. I mean, I guess I have something to kind of like at least, sort of redeem myself and, at least, raise awareness about, how, plants, how plants like myself can exist, right? How like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this was kind of like a private citizen, this guy I worked for. So, it has to make you think,
Yeah.
I mean, kind of like, I want to, at least raise awareness that, plants can occur, channels that are meant to like black pill you into like not wanting to contribute to, productive, activism and whatnot are out there,
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I
great
don't have to
for.
name names of channels that some people suspect, out in the open. But I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
just
For
look
sure.
around.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining and giving us this information. I appreciate it. Definitely is interesting. Anything else before we part ways, or?
That's it.
Okay, great. You want to shout yourself out?
Yeah, I'm Comrade Rose X, and I guess I'm gonna be rebranding to something to actually be, put out honest content
Mhm.
down the road. I mean, obviously, I mean, my main goal is probably to find like a day job, a real job, but I mean,
Yeah.
but
Okay. All right. Well, I'll link your Twitter to people, in the chat. Thank you so much for joining me.
it's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess Rose just wanted to fill in what she'd been doing, I guess. And like that this person had been paying her like $400 a month to make propaganda or whatever. It would probably be helpful for us to see like them explicitly talking about that, but what she was able to provide was just like essentially screenshots of somebody paying her $400 a month for an extended period of time. Which is interesting. I didn't even know that people were going around and doing that. So, and I think she linked me this person's Twitch as well. Though their Twitch isn't very big, honestly. Their Twitch isn't very big. But it's interesting. I only charge $300 a month for propaganda. Yeah. But anyways, let's get on to the other stuff. Let's get on to the other stuff.